Welcome back, students. In previous video we have studied about Delhi Sultanate's slave and Khilji dynasty. In today's video we will know about the other dynasties of Delhi Sultanate, that is Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. Children, let's study about Tughlaq dynasty. 4 years after Alauddin's death, the Tughlaq dynasty replaced Khilji's. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty. He was an efficient administrator and was able to restore peace and stability in Delhi Sultanate. He founded the city of Tughlaqabad. He died in 1325 as a result of the falling of a pavilion constructed by his son. After his death, his son Jona Khan proclaimed himself the Sultan and assumed the title of Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq is one of the most interesting Sultan of Delhi Sultanate. He was one of the most controversial rulers of Indian history. He was the only Delhi Sultan who had received a comprehensive literary, religious, and philosophical education. In spite of all his credentials, he is referred as the wise fool in Indian history because he undertook numerous administrative reforms and most of them failed due to the lack of plan and judgment. Muhammad bin Tughlaq wanted to expand his territory. For that matter, he maintained huge army. For the maintenance of huge army, he ordered his subjects to pay more taxes. Due to the burden of excessive taxation, farmers shifted their occupations to some other jobs as they could not pay taxes, which resulted in food scarcity and anarchy. Token money. He introduced token currency during 14th century. There was a shortage of silver throughout the world. He introduced copper coin at par with the value of silver coins, which caused economic chaos. He then withdrew the copper coin and issued an order to the people to exchange copper coins with gold and silver coins from the royal treasury. This experiment was, however, a major failure. Soon the silver coins disappeared from the market and forged coins made by people at their home came into circulation. Too many forged coins were in circulation, creating a havoc in the market, and the situation went out of control. The Sultan had to withdraw the currency and compensate the losers. After the failure of two reforms, and in order to overcome financial difficulties, he increased the tax on Doab region. Due to overburden of taxes, people abandoned their farming occupation and were involved in robbery and thefts. Although he took harsh measures to tackle the situation, which caused huge loss of money, his reign faced numerous famines. By the time he realized the problem, it was too late. He made all possible efforts to restore them to their houses and supplied all sorts of agricultural help and loans to revive their economic standard. In spite of this, he was misunderstood by his subjects. In order to rule the whole of Indian subcontinent, he shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. He ordered the whole population of Delhi as well royal household, including scholars, poets, musicians, to move new capital. During the relocation, many people died. Sultan soon realized that Just as it was difficult to control South India from Delhi, it was equally difficult to control Delhi while sitting in Daulatabad. After he realized the failure of his scheme, he ordered the people to shift back to Delhi. This led to huge loss of money to the Sultanate. The plan of shifting capital was completely a failure. Delhi Sultanate reached the highest limits of territorial expansion in the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, but almost at the same time it began to suffer from dissolution. Neither Muhammad bin Tughlaq nor his successors succeeded in restoring the unity of empire. It fell into pieces. The main causes of disintegration are first, political reason for the decline of Sultanate was the absence of any well established and universally accepted law of succession. The nobles became the kingmakers and controlled the weak sultans. Thirdly, rebellions broke out in Gujarat, Warangal, and Bengal. Due to this, regional kingdoms came up in South India and Deccan. Fourthly, the invasion of Timur and Babur was the main cause of the downfall of the Delhi Sultanate. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was succeeded by his cousin Firoz Shah Tughlaq. The new Sultan learned many lessons from him. He ruled according to Islamic laws to please the ulemas. The state took four kinds of taxes, that is kharaj, zakat, jizya and kham. The reforms of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Firstly, he reduced taxes in the Doab region. Secondly, he catered to the interest of the cultivators by providing them irrigation facilities, and for this purpose he constructed canals and advanced loan whenever needed. Wells were dug and quite a few dams were built. He constructed several hospitals, sarais and roads. He opened number of schools. He founded new towns like Fatehabad, Firozpur, Jaunpur, Hisar and Firozabad. He also abolished the cruel methods of punishment like cutting off limbs, etc. After his death in 1388, the empire nearly broke up. The Sultanate was reduced to Delhi and nearby areas. Timur was on a lookout to attack Delhi. He invaded Delhi in 1398. It proved to be final blow. Timur was a great military commander and conqueror of Central Asia. He conquered one kingdom after another. In course of a fight, his one leg was wounded and he limped for the rest of his life. Thereafter he came to be known as Timur the Lame. The Persians called him Timur-e-Lang. The huge wealth of Hindustan had attracted his attention. Delhi Sultanate was tottering and this gave an opportunity to fulfill his ambition. On his way to Delhi, he captured and looted all the towns. Before leaving India, he appointed Khazir Khan as governor of Multan. Sayyid dynasty was the fourth dynasty of Delhi Sultanate from 1414 to 1451. They succeeded Tughlaq and ruled the Sultanate until they were displaced by the Lodi dynasty. Sayyid dynasty was founded by Khazir Khan, and Alam Shah, the last ruler, was a weak ruler who was defeated by Behlol Lodi. This ended the short rule of Sayyid Sultan. The Lodi dynasty was an Afghan dynasty that ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1451 to 1526. It was the last dynasty of Delhi Sultanate and was founded by Behlol Khan Lodi when he replaced Sayyid dynasty. Behlol Lodi, the founder of Lodi dynasty, was the governor of Sirhind. When the Sayyids became weak, he captured the throne of Delhi. To consolidate his empire, he deposed the rebellious governors and appointed loyal Afghan nobles in their place. He extended his rule from Punjab to Bihar. Sikandar Lodi was the son of Behlol Lodi. He conquered Bihar and Bengal and transferred the capital from Delhi to Agra. He was able to establish an efficient administration in his kingdom. He laid great emphasis on justice, and all the highways of the empire were made safe from robbers and bandits. All essential commodities were reasonably priced. The Sultan took keen interest in agriculture. He abolished the octroi duty on grains and established a new measurement of a yard called Gaz-e-Sikandari, which continued to prevail till the Mughal times. Ibrahim Lodi became the Sultan of Delhi 1517 after the death of his father Sikandar Lodi. He was the last ruler of Lodi dynasty. He faced number of rebellions. Ibrahim Lodi also displeased the nobility when he replaced old and senior commanders with younger ones who were loyal to him. So his nobles Alam Khan and Daulat Khan Lodi invited Babur to invade India. Babur, who was struggling in his homeland, taking the advantage of the situation, Babur invaded India. The two forces clashed in 1526. It was historic battle of Panipat. Ibrahim Lodi was defeated and overthrown. This ended the Sultanate and the Mughals began to rule India. Thank you and take care of yourself.